She was supposed to do face, but she had no confidence, and she's not an ugly girl.
It was just
So
all
she can
over the
definitely do
place.
face, but I feel like they put so many things on her face where it just didn't amplify her beauty.
The lips with the stones.
Let the ball begin. Legendary, legendary. I really wanna.
Hey guys, we're back, and we're gonna be reacting to the set. Right, this is the third episode of Legendary season 2.
Yes, third episode.
Third episode. This episode was freaking bananas. Freaking bananas.
I was here for it. I was living for it.
Living for all of it. By the way, I'm in tracksuits. I have a hat on. Today was wash day. Like, get this out of the way. Wash day for my hair. I washed my hair today, and if y'all black and you know, it's a whole process, and I'm here doing a video. So this is ballsy of me right now.
Why do you think I always got my hat on?
What you washing? What you washing?
Listen, I got some hair up under here. Okay, a little what, bro? It's coming to form.
All right, so let's talk about the judges' outfit first of all. What do you think? Because I enjoyed a lot of them. I didn't enjoy one.
Yes, I did. Oh, okay, we're gonna get into it then, because I have a feeling
is the
which
fashion guru of the.
I knew it. I knew it.
I just didn't like it.
I knew it. I didn't even have to say it. We talking about law, right?
Yeah,
Here we
I just
go.
didn't love it.
He looked like Milan from their first presentation with the little gold outfit, but his hair was laid though. His hair was laid. The hair was laid, but the outfit I was in here for, I didn't like it.
I didn't love it. Nico, hello. Do you watch P-Valley?
No, I don't, but let me tell you something. I love this judge already. I wish they made him permanent, and I will tell you why as we continue through this, but I love his character.
I know of P-Valley. I probably watch one episode of it. I need to get into it and do the entire season before the second season comes around.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm into him as a judge. He looked amazing. The category was Best Dressed as a House with one member serving face.
This is your category, Michael. This is you, face.
Not today, it isn't.
Always serving, though. You're always stunning.
Not today, it's not. I look a mess, and I'm not really the type of person that's like, I'm not coming on my channel looking crazy, but today it's like, this needed to be done, and I'm just getting it done. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, it's like Best Dressed as a House categories face, and I think the Best Dressed as a House needs to be like a Hollywood theme thing. So
or eras, I believe, because they had different eras and whatnot.
Right, different areas of like Hollywood glam, and I loved this theme. Love this theme. The first house to walk, Comme the Garcon, and I like this house. I like this house a lot. I think they're a really great house. What do you think of their outfits?
Okay,
they were giving us 1920s Hollywood.
1920s realness. When I tell you, I was living for the mirror, and when Miss Thing was serving as the young Hollywood starlet, and then Mother came through, I was like, let me show you how to do this. I was living. I rated them a 9 because it was giving me life, but I do agree with Law during the performance. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like Mother's outfit. I did not like the outfit at all.
The mother said that the outfit was of the era when she Googled it. But sometimes Google shows you something and that's not really what was happening. Or maybe Law was just, I don't know. I love their outfits. I think everyone looked amazing. The routine was tight. Mother was moving with the holograms behind her.
Yes.
Like, I was like,
giving very Beyonce.
I'm into this. The holograms took me out. I was like, okay, production, HBO Max, money is here. I love this. I lived for the wig reveal, but what I will say is wig reveals are, if you're a part of the gay culture and you're into drag or ballroom, a wig reveal isn't new.
It's not.
But So, but I still enjoy it. It's a gag that, even though it's been done, you enjoy it. Just like a split. You
Yeah.
know? You've seen a million people
Or
split.
dip.
Or dip. But when you see them do it, you're like, hey, or work, whatever people say. I don't know.
Right.
I see Laomi do this. So I'm like,
She was like,
this?
it was like, yes, you ate that. Like, I'm living. Kind of like an applaud.
Yeah, like a snap for a poetry fest or whatever. What I did not like was the camera angles. The cameraman showed her from the back, and I'm like, why would he do that? It's supposed to be a reveal. You're gonna show the magician doing the trick behind the scenes.
Right?
That was a bit shady for me. They got a 49.
And we spoke about this. Like,
we talked about it last week. The camera guys need to like do better. It's 2 seasons now. Maybe if you guys are watching my review channel with me and Danny, you'll hear us complaining. Fix the camera angles, please.
Immediately. Like, I agree. Like, the whole wig reveal situation, we seen the stunt before the stunt was even presented to the judges. And I was like, that's kind of like
it
lost
us
its effect.
out of it as a viewer of the show, because it's like, this is supposed to be something grand, something exciting, but then you show me her doing it before the judges even see it, then it's like, okay, it's a wig reveal. Work.
Right. Like,
they got a 49, which I think was pretty fair.
It was.
They were really great. They could have gotten a 50, to be honest.
You think?
It was really close. Like there was almost nothing wrong, except like when I saw the wig reveal and I saw the little tussling back behind the thing. I was like, that took me out as a viewer. But as the 49 is a good score. It's close to perfect. I think it was great. But I love Comme des Garçons. I think they're great. They're going to be one of those houses that you have to watch out for. They most definitely are going to be top 3 in my opinion. Like at least top 4. At least top 4.
I'll give them top 4. I'll give them top 4.
How about for Nina Oricci? What do you think of that?
Okay, so here's my thing with Oricci, right? I thought, because remember, best dress while serving face, right? Mm-hmm. That's the category. Check that. I didn't like the outfits.
They were giving a specific era, but you don't like that era?
It's not the era.
40s?
It was definitely 40s, but even then, I just did not like their outfits at all. I liked this house, but I didn't like the outfits. Plus, there was a lot going on. Like, for example, if you're going to serve me face, I wanted the face. I get you're at the mic singing and serving face, but it was too far off from the judges while there's a whole presentation going on where I missed that. I completely missed it. But they did highlight it towards the end, but it wasn't giving enough for me. Plus, I did not like the outfit. So I gave him an 8. Like, I was being fair.
I liked the outfits, but what I will say about the outfits is that maybe there could have been some more cohesion, because it looked like everyone was just in something very separate and distinct, which was fine. But as a house, I would like there to be some color coordination or something that ties everything together, that I'm like, even though you're all at a party, I can tell you're all a part of the same house or whatever.
Right.
So and that was the only critique about the outfits I would have.
No, yeah, I agree. And maybe
they were bad.
Maybe that was it for me. It was just off-putting for me for some reason. I just wasn't here for it. And then Law saying that they did what needed to be done. I find the Law's like
his judging is all over the place sometimes. All over the place.
Yeah, very much so.
He gave them like a 10, and I was like,
a 10.
Okay, girl. Like, and then he gave my faves like a 9. I was like,
oh wait, hold on. We're gonna get
get into that. I think the looks were great. I really appreciated Juliet coming out first time walking face. I think she looked beautiful.
Yeah, she did look beautiful.
I liked the choreography. When like all of them were doing the waves, and then she would jump up and give face. I was like, that's creative. That's really nice. Mm-hmm. But I get what you're saying, where they're doing all these things, but the face thing should have been like closer to the judges so that we can like appreciate the face more.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. And I remember Jamila saying that there was also a lot going on, and I agreed with Jamila. And I was just like, yeah, there was a lot going on. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna present best dress, I get to have choreography and stuff, but I just give me a moment where it's like all of you, like, bam, not towards the end, like the final post. Give me a moment, and that's I feel
Right.
like I was just missing that.
So they got a final score of 47. I would have given them an 8. I would have
Yeah.
given them a strong 8. Milan. Milan. Talk about Milan. Let me know what you think before I even say a thing.
So
Because I have opinions. And I
listen,
don't, let's get this straight. No one has come into my comments saying anything crazy about my comments about them. But just so you know, I don't hate the house. I don't know the house. All I'm saying is what they're presenting on TV is a little weak.
agreed. I second that. My thing is, I do not hate this house because I understand my comments are about to be very ill, and they're about to be
Well,
ill
let's
right
hear it.
now.
Give it. Give it.
Because okay, I'm gonna start with my score. Okay, I gave him a 4,
Same.
a 4,
Like it was a 3 or a 4 for me.
It was, yeah, point blank. Period. Okay, the song was great. The music this season, I don't even have to complain about. The music has been great, and Deshaun has been doing what he's been doing with the beats, sickening. Now, in terms of the production and how they went about it, Mother with this purple outfit did not like none of the outfits. Okay, they were given Mother looked like an evil villain out of a Disney show. Okay, and it was not serving face, nor was it serving best dress, and they were all a mess. They were out of sync. It was just not given what needed to be done, as Law would have said.
I hate that saying, by the way.
Yeah, me
I don't
too.
know why it's caught on because I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's catchy, but that's another thing. For Milan, the outfits were a mess. Mother had no rhythm. She cannot dance to save her life. She was supposed to do face, but she had no confidence, and she's not an ugly
It
girl.
was just
So
all
she can
over the
definitely do
place.
face, but I feel like they put so many things on her face where it just didn't amplify her beauty.
The lips with the stones, it was just not
It wasn't
appealing.
working. The performance was everyone was messy. Overall, it was a chop, chop, chop,
A
chop.
chop, 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 chop. And then the fact that, you know, Nico, I love Nico. He gonna keep it a stack. I love him as a judge, and he was like, it was just average. So I'm gonna score you guys with a 5 because it was average. But to me, it was an average.
Well,
It was a
below
little bit
average.
below
Yeah.
average because it's like it was
It felt like
messy.
something I would like. Not even I wouldn't even say me, but someone like that's a novice. That's not a big person in the ballroom scene who understands choreography, understands how to present a category. It felt very that, and I'm like, you guys are an old ass house that's been
Yes.
around for a long time, and you guys are supposed to be veterans and icons
Yeah.
and legends. Everyone want to give themselves a title, but no one can really back it up.
Yeah, it was
I
just.
expected better.
I also expected better. And then to end it off with Megan saying that Malik was giving it and everybody's paying attention to Malik. I was not paying attention to Malik. I'm
I
sorry,
didn't know
they
what
were
you're
all
talking
enough.
about because I did not see anyone on that stage that I was like looking at. I kept looking at the mother because she was in the center and because it was so awkward. I was just watching her like, is the skirt too tight? Is the boots rubbing your foot the wrong way? You're walking weird. You're not giving me, what I need from you. It's
I
not
needed the
very
fantasy,
sexy.
and it was
No.
a chop.
Luxe, House of Luxe. They did not do very much better. I'll tell you that.
Back to back. It was like back to that. It was like dun dun, and then Lux came in dun dun. It was very much of that. And
Lux did a futuristic look, and I don't find it to be best dress. I was like, you can be Hollywood in the future all you want, but it has to be like when the category calls for best dress, sweetheart. Make sure that whatever you're wearing is not wearing you, and it does not look cheap. It didn't feel like a red carpet Hollywood moment in the future. It felt like in the future going to grab milk at Trader Joe's, and I was just not living. So
right,
that was
I
that
was
on the look.
definitely not living either. Mind you, this
And
is the
I like
house.
them. I really like them.
No,
But
I like them as a house because this is the house that lost somebody, right?
yes.
But even then, the choreography was tight. But when it came to best dress, agreed it wasn't there. But also serving face, There had to be a member serving face. My eye, and I agree with the judges, was going to Becky. I thought it would have been more
because they
effective
had Becky in this outfit that was like different from everyone else, so Becky felt like the centerpiece. So you're right. The father wasn't serving face. He had half his face covered. First of all, what I did appreciate is that the father. I appreciated that the father fixed the beard thing because he had some plait thing going on in rehearsal.
It was like
I don't know about that.
Spikes. He looked like
I'm like, that's a very strong look. I don't know if you want to use that for face. He took that off. I was like, work. You actually have a beautiful face. You could do this.
He does.
But he wasn't confident. The judges didn't like it, and I don't blame them. It wasn't best dressed. The choreography was not exciting to me. And it just was not great. It was like a bad showing of their house that day.
It was
a bad day.
It was. I gave them a 5, and then it was interesting because I thought they were a little bit better than the House of Milan, and Law scored them a 4, and then he also said it's okay to be a bottom, but you will be in the bottom. I was like, Law, like why are you being so shady? Like it was tea.
I was like. I'm not even gonna say nothing to that. Like, okay, you said that. I gave them a 5 as well. I think when Law gave them a 4, which was like lower than Milan or around the same as Milan, I think Law was like just annoyed at that point. He was like, take a low number and get out of my face.
Yeah, because it was a back-to-back performance of like, but Luxe with Luxe being there. I love that Nico was just basically he loves Akasha. And was just like, I can see that y'all love each other. And I love that he spoke on that. Like him as a guest judge, I just loved him, period. He was just, he's amazing. And I can't wait to watch P-Valley.
You need to get up into it. Now, Icon, finally we have a house that's doing better. So it's like, after watching 2 houses bomb back to back, anything that's slightly better just feels great at this point.
Right. It just I agree. But
what I will say about Icon, first of all, if you want to like blow smoke up their asses, I did not like the outfits.
You didn't get like, hey mama, welcome to the 60s. You didn't get none of that?
I know exactly what they were going for, but I thought they looked a hot mess. I didn't love it. I just didn't love the outfits. The performance was kind of messy for me. They went into the face aspect a little too late for me.
Okay.
I'm like, it took too long for me to see who's doing face. I did not agree with Law and Megan's comment about giving them a 10. I think Leomi had the best critiques, and Leomi gave them what they deserved, a 7. And that was that on my opinions on Icon.
Okay, so I have a little thing. Okay, I really liked it. Okay, and I gave him Michael. It was like, come on, you said it. Back-to-back performances of being disappointed.
I think that's why they got the 10s, and that's why you're living, because 2 people came before them that were so bad. It's like anything they did, you'd have been like, what?
Whoa, it took across the board. Woo! Like it was.
I was like. It was better than the 2 before you, but at the same time, it was very average, or just about average.
Here's why I appreciate it, right? Because it was a whole bunch of femme queens, right? And it was like, we love femme queens, right? Femme queens started. I just love to see see them all done up, right? Granted, it might not have been the best dress, but for what they presented, it was stronger than what the last 2 houses were. And I gave them a 9. Like I gave them a 9. Like they did that.
Y'all and then, just be out here.
Listen, I'm not giving scores to get scores. No, because you know me, I'm gonna give real tea, and it's not me playing favoritism. It's more so the fact that they did a great job. And the House of Icon, I think, they deserved a 9 from me. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Balenciaga! Shannon killed.
Time out.
There's no time out. We gotta go like full speed ahead because this was just so freaking epic to me. Shannon is not a dancer, and Shannon was duck walking circles.
Old way. While Honey was up in the air, Shannon, old way, serving you face, still duck walking, still rotating duck
Be
walking.
still my little heart, because I
Oh.
was just gobsmacked. I was so happy. Listen, you know, there's a soft spot in my heart for Shannon. I feel like she just reminds me of my mom. I just see it like a beautiful woman who's so calm and collected, and I'm like, I like you.
Yeah, she has a good energy about her. Just from when she speaks and just the way she smiles and presents herself, you can tell she has a loving energy. And that's what we need in mothers in the ballroom. And you can tell that's, you know, just so beautiful.
Right.
And like,
she looked amazing.
They all
killed
looked
the choreography.
amazing.
The choreography itself was amazing. First of all, like get into it. These people on Balenciaga's house, like they can move.
They can move,
no
and they didn't
stiff
come
chickens.
to play. They did not come to
they
play.
They deserve
at
tens
all.
across the board.
Yeah.
And Law was tripping. Law was being
trying
a
it.
hater.
He was trying it.
I felt like Law looked at them and he's like, "You guys are perfect, but I don't want you to feel like you have it in the bag. I want to keep you here, so you know that you have to keep working.
You have
hard.
to fight. You have to fight.
I get that, but then later on you do some.
He did some fuckery, and we're going to talk about the fuckery. But my whole thing is, right now, with him giving them a 9, and he even said, "Y'all are the house to be." Y'all came in being the house to be because he already knew of Honey. You heard them, you know, they scream Honey, so it's like they had an expectation. So I agree. Law's just trying to, but that they deserve 10s across the board, hands down. They ate that. Like you're gonna give them a 10 when Shannon tripped, but
not give them a 10 when they were absolutely perfect and nothing, not a thing went wrong. But anyways.
Right. So what's the gag? But also, can we mention real quick how Honey wasn't even there because Honey lost somebody. You know,
yeah, Honey lost someone, so she wasn't there for rehearsals. But she came in and she slayed because Honey's a professional.
Slayed, and that's what you call a house. They, and in my opinion, they are one of the houses to be.
Girl, bye. You talk about your house. What do you have to say about your house?
Oh no! My house is coming. Because they had. Yeah.
I love this house, by the way. Miyake-Mugler, I love this house. Shout out to Miyake-Mugler because they are up in our comments and we appreciate you. Like we do.
Yeah.
If you want to adopt someone from Toronto, like let me know. I'll start a chapter here for you if you don't have one yet.
Right, and I'm in New York.
I've never walked a ball, but I learned pretty quickly, and I have some dance background, so duck walking, I'm probably not going to do it because I feel like I've aged out of like messing with my knees, and I'm probably not going to be doing a dip. If I'm already on the ground, I'll like give you, you know, and my back will be arched like I have needles poking me in it, but I'm not slamming myself down on no
Look, I can see you just serving face all day. You just have to sit there just serving face. But you know, if y'all want me, I'm in New York. I'm right here, okay?
All right. So the beginning of the performance for Mugler was a tad bit off. It was like they started and it's like they took a second to catch their bearings, which was the only thing that I can really say they weren't like 100 on the beginning. Because apart from that, I love the outfits. They definitely highlighted face.
Stunning.
They definitely highlighted face, and like the ending of everything was so freaking fierce. Fierce.
It was like the aesthetic alone was striking, and Tati's aesthetic, the way they did her up was sickening. And I agree with you. The beginning because she stumbled on her dress, and none of the judges mentioned that. So it was just a very slow start for me, but
none of them mentioned it. But based on the scores they gave, you can tell it.
Yeah,
they noticed something was off. I would have given them like a good 8 or 9.
Yeah, I gave them a strong 8.
It wasn't bad by any means.
Oh no, not at all. It just I don't know. I just felt like it needed more energy at the beginning because they came in slow. And it was like building up, and you know you want a performance to build up. It was just like the way it was just going. And just that one little thing is why I gave him a strong 8. It was literally because that one little thing. But the outfits alone, for me, they were one of the best dress.
Oh, for
period.
Sure.
Period.
For
Period. They don't like Power Rangers no more. They don't look like Power Rangers.
They have elevated themselves out of that category. The first time I saw them, I was like, Power Rangers, go Power Rangers. But now that's out of my mind. They have surpassed my expectations with looks.
Yeah.
And when you're like representing such a huge fashion house, I don't expect anything but greatness from you.
Right.
Them heifers can dance.
Yes,
them.
they can.
I enjoyed
I'm telling
everything.
you, if they ever get into the bottom and Tati goes down to bowl for the house, Tati's going to eat. I'm telling you, Michael. Just wait. Oh, wait. I don't want y'all to be in the bottom, but because y'all in my top 3 with Balenciaga, okay? But you know.
But speaking of like tops and people who got flying, tens across the board.
Across the board.
TC. I keep messing this name up. I don't know. It's like the easiest name. It's the easiest name to hear. And when I'm saying it's like my tongues get tied.
The house of Tishi.
Okay, Tishi got 50. Do you think they deserve 50?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tens across the board. This is my favorite house. And it's like they came in and ate it up with the 80s look, okay? The way Simone just came in so grand. Okay, let's get to the things. When they started, the look was striking for me, okay? Like with the high tops, and then it was giving me it was sick.
I will say this: they did not have a bad moment on that
at
stage.
all, and that's what I was
outfits were there. They're all trained dancers, which is like I don't expect bad routines. Even though their last showing, I wasn't impressed. Mm-hmm. This time, I'm still not impressed. But at the same time, everyone is so clean with their moves that it's like I feel like I'm just watching really precise professionals work.
Yeah.
But when I said I'm not impressed, it means like I'm not seeing a bunch of tricks that's like, oh my god. But everything they do is just so clean that you're like, there's nothing wrong with it.
And that's why it's so effective, because I feel like they're saving that for later balls, because this is still the beginning. So if you give clean performances and you know you're a dancer and you have more in your tool, then you know when to pull them out. And
what the thing was that at the end, they made sure they're dancers, because those poses, I'm like, okay.
And then Stanley with the leg.
I saw that. I was like, he is going to make sure oh, I am trained, honey.
Oh, he's trained. He said, I'm going to let you see these long legs. Yeah, he said,
can hold it.
Hold on. He said, I'm going to let you know. But also, just Simone, let's take a moment to celebrate the way Simone was serving her face to the judges, and the wing.
Beautiful.
Stunning, so beautiful. With the little reveal when she ripped off the thing.
It's weird to me that a lot of these girls kind of look like they're related.
Yeah, right?
Like, Simone looks like she could have been Shannon's little sister or something. And like a lot of these girls just look so there's a lot of beautiful women on this season.
Oh my god.
Like there are a lot of beautiful people.
So stunning. So beautiful. I'm just
for a face category, it was really hard to be like, who's the best face? Because everyone's beautiful. Everybody's pretty.
Everybody is I can't wait for later balls to come up when the face category comes in, because I want to know who's grand face. I cannot wait to see these girls battle it out. But I'm gonna go with Shannon. Even though Tishi snatched that up. Come on.
They did a great job, and I feel like it's because everyone is like an amazing dancer, and the grandness of it all. They were lifting her up for half the time. So it felt like just celebrating the face of it all. I don't know. It was really great. They deserve the 10s across the board. I felt like other houses. I feel like other houses deserve the 10s across the board too. But
Balenciaga,
they got it. We're not mad. They said something in the beginning of the episode. Deshaun was like, "Oh, whoever is Superior House gets a little surprise," which is like something special.
Right?
An advantage, yes. Yeah. That never happened.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Like,
now, maybe
what's the advantage? No one's gonna tell us.
Oh, I think I can guess. This is
immunity?
This is what I'm gonna assume. Not immunity, because they're not gonna do that, especially with the little bit of they have.
I would hate if they did that. I don't
That
want
would be
immunity.
so
Everyone
silly.
needs to be in danger of going home because then people are
Yes.
going to work harder to stay.
Yes. I feel like they get to pick the order of the category, like when they present, because when they start battling out in the categories and stuff, they either get to
Mhm.
pick the order or, ooh, how sickening would it be if they get to see everybody's rehearsals?
No, I don't think they would allow that. Not the rehearsals, because
Ooh,
they would never allow that. If they did, I would be like, that's not fair. Let them pick the let them pick a category. Let them get first dibs on something, but not watch people rehearse. That would be so
mm.
unfair to me.
Oh,
I would
but
be
imagine
mad.
though, that would be a gag though, and then they're all dancing, so the shade, the shade would be real, like.
Exactly. Now, the
Mhm.
bottom two houses, no surprise, Milan, Lux. Y'all did not do what needed to be done, as Law
At
said,
all.
so you
And
ended up
neither
in the
neither was that
bottom.
battle either.
Oh
Neither was
God,
that battle.
talk about the battle. It
Child.
was a very
Okay.
close battle, in my opinion. Like, it was close. Close meaning, like, not to say it was great. I meant close. Like, they were both on the same level. They
Child,
were
when
both
I
on
tell
similar
you
levels.
Becky won that battle, hands down. House of Luck should have stayed. Okay, so this is my thing, right? Naomi said
It's
it
very
herself.
similar to last week's battle.
It was These battles have not been up to par. I've been waiting for like a real sickening ass battle, and I have
Yeah.
not got that yet. But Becky ate it. Becky ate it. And Naomi said it herself that Becky bowled cleaner. But with Malik, it was about something about his face, which I didn't see. Okay, that it was like he was serving a better face. He was more confident. I'm going for the from the performance. I don't care about your face. I don't care how confident you look, because Becky did look confident to me, and Becky ate that up. So, in my opinion, I just thought it was wrong for them.
I would have definitely chosen for House of Lux to stay, if I'm being
Agreed.
honest.
Yeah, like
Milan, I think they're a great group. The guy they had dancing for them, he was great, but I just wasn't entertained by it. Becky entertained me more. But
yes,
they said they were all over the place. But long story short, the first three judges were like, Milan stays, Lux goes. So it's like, don't even bother
yeah.
asking the next two. And
It was just,
that's what it
but not.
was.
It was just like because Jamila voted for Lux, Law voted for Milan because Law, in my opinion, is he has a soft spot for Milan. I can see it. I can see
Yeah.
it. I've already picked up on it because he was disappointed that he gave him a 10 at the last bowl, which they did not deserve, by the way. And like you just wanted them to I guess light a fire under their ass, right? So, but for me, Lux should have stayed. I have nothing against Milan. I hope they do prove me wrong and bring it up in the next ball, but we'll see. But in my opinion, Lux was it for me.
Lux definitely was my favorite house out of the two, but they're gone. Bye.
No,
Deuces. Yeah, we're chopped.
miss you.
Who do you feel like's gonna win next week? We don't even know what the thing is for next week.
Right. There was no
I
like
don't even know.
preview or
Preview.
anything. And let me say this real quick. I don't want to see them keep coming out as houses and performing. I want to see categories. I want to
Oh,
see
I'm pretty
face,
sure we're gonna get
body.
categories
Yeah,
moving
femme queen.
forward. I think it's because it's the first couple ones they want to show everybody, so which I like
Mhm.
because now I'm getting a chance to learn about each house individually. With a two premiere, I was able to learn people's names, learn their houses, learn their
Right,
stories, and develop an attachment.
right.
Now, this time I see everyone walking as a house. When it
Hmm.
comes on again, I can see individual people from each house, and I can still be like, oh, I know this guy. He's from this house, he's from that house. And
Right,
as a viewer, that's what I need because if it's like one by one, you come out and do your thing, then it's like, I don't know who you are and I'm not
right,
connected to you. I need to feel connected to these people that I'm watching.
right. Yeah, definitely. And
Have you changed your top three? Like, as anyone
no,
change the same top three? The
no,
top three?
same top
Okay.
three: Balenciaga, Miyake-Mugler, and Tishi. Have you
They
changed yours?
are, um, No. But I do feel like Comme des Garçons is like a very formidable house, and they might sneak their way into the top 3, or at least they will be in top 4. But you never know. You never know.
Yeah. The way
Anyone
the game's
can have
going
a
to be
misstep.
played. Right. Like, we'll have to see. Oh, and can we just appreciate that Jamari Balmain and Carlos Landvin are now a part of the choreography assistance group, which I think is just so amazing. And he wore my damn hat.
I think that's like his style. He's always in a hat. Which
Yeah, he is.
these days I can relate to because I don't want to be doing my hair, so I just put something over it.
Right, like
It is what it is. I be lazy sometimes. I like seeing it because I always appreciated Jamari as a choreographer. I remember watching it last year, and automatically when I saw his house, I'm like, that's my favorite. I want them to win. And he was in the bottom. He fought. You thought he should have went home that time. We talked about it. I thought he should have stayed. I don't care. Because
I'm letting y'all know this right now. Wilma ate him up. But carry on.
I mean, everyone has an opinion. You can't blame people for their opinions. And that's yours. Jamari.
Yeah, but I'm happy that they did win.
He is such a good choreographer. I remember some of the things they would do, and I'm like, this is freaking sickening. They just always made me feel like it was a spectacle watching them. So I'm glad these new, well, they're not new houses, but new to the legendary HBO show, New Houses, have him to like pull on for inspiration. Because sometimes you have like a world-renowned choreographer, you work with Beyonce, Rihanna, blah, blah, blah. Great, but sometimes you need someone that's actually in the scene and actually doing the work to give you some fresh ideas. Because sometimes these people...
And live their
really
experience, too.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see that. I'm surprised... I like Carlos, but I feel like Gravity's a bit...
You feel like Gravity would be a better choreographer in terms of the hands, I'm assuming? Because Gravity's hands is the illest I've ever seen. Ever. Point blank, period.
He's really amazing. Really amazing. Very limber fellow.
Yeah.
But that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought in the comment section below. Do you feel like Balenciaga and Mugler are the houses to beat, or what? I mean, Danny thinks something else. I don't know what Danny thinks.
Oh, what is it? I'm letting you know right now. That's the house to be right now. Because granted, they already they got the trophy. For now, we'll see.
Don't forget to follow Danny on Instagram and Twitter. He is hilarious. And if you want to follow me, do that. If you don't, that's okay, because I'm not on social media often anyways. But go on my Patreon, because I'm there every day. Hey, beautiful humans. I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.